So all you need is go to Google and search for NVivo download, and then you can click on the first search. Then you go to sign in selection and click, and then it will be appears like this, and you can insert your email address, for example this one. And then after insert your email, you click on keep me sign in and next. Then it will be appears your password. You can do by your own, and then next go, it will appear like this, log into my NVivo, click on and wait for it. It will take some time. Okay, and it will be appears like this, and you can activate your trial. It will be give you 14-day trial, this trial. Then it brings you like this, and you can insert your initial, and then you can say choose your language. Then you can click OK and new project, and you can title your project by your own. For example, for this qualitative research, and I will type on with my project name, which is social media addiction. And then you can click on keep a log of user action, then click on next. Next, and you can click next, and it will bring you to the NVivo project, and you will be select like this. It's auto set the project, absolutely yes. And then you can setting by your own, create recovery file and store the most recent, and after that you can click on create project, then go to selection of new project selections, and ta-da, it brings you to like this appearance. Then you can skip tool, and finally it will bring you like this, and you can close it. Then that's the end of the part 1, and next will be the continue of the part 2.
So hello, so today is firstly I just want to show you how to drag and drop files from folder. Actually first we need to create folder, so I choose to name it as research participant file. Actually there is 3 methods that can be used to drag and drop file, but here I just show you one method. I don't know because my laptop just cannot drag and drop. So here as you can see, click the import, and then after that files, from the file click here, it will show an option. So just select the file you want to put in the NVivo. So here as you can see, I choose research participant A file RPA, and after that I just import other file, which is starting from RPB until RPH. So the next part is creating a folder. I create 2 folders. The first one is audio recording, and also I create a new folder which names as interview. After that you just click OK. As you can see, there is audio recording, and then I create a new one that I mentioned earlier, interviews. And after that you may just click OK, and then we go to the files and import. Click the files, and we choose which files we want to import. So here as you can see, I choose both image and audio. You select it. Since my laptop just can't drag and drop, I don't know why, so we just click it and then click import. So wait it for loading, and that's so here we can just organize it. So since I have two files, which is audio recording and interview, I move the image to interview and then the audio into audio recording file. So that's all for part 1 files. Okay, so this part is about link picture to text. So what we need to do next is firstly we need to open the image. So here as you can see there is image and also there's regions context on the right side. So click edit, and after that we can just select and drag an image. So here as you can see, and after that right click and you can choose the insert row. So number of series will appear on the region, and so in the context you can just basically add anything that you want, and then if you click on the number you can see the picture is highlighted on areas that we select before. And if you want to add something again, just select and drag the picture and insert a row again. Series of number will appear, and just add anything that you want. Yeah, as you can see I'm adding something into the context, and click edit, and after that if you click the number you can see that areas that we select before is highlighted. So that's all for this part. After move all the file, what we want to do next is we need to create code. So in order to create code, you need to right click on your mouse. After that, a small tab will appear. So what you need to do next is click new code, and after that, name the code as you want. So next, what we want to do is drag the dialog from Choose File and select the dialog and drop it on the codes that we created earlier. So we need to do it continuously until all the dialog that related has been transferred or moved into a suitable code. So I want to share with you guys there are a few methods of coding text, which is 3 methods. So as you can see, if we go back to the coding, you can see your code here. So what you should do is, for the first step, we just need to drag and drop the dialog you select from the transcript participant file. The second method is we need to select the dialog. After that, press right click on your mouse or keypad, and after that click code selection, or you can also press Ctrl button together with F2 button on your keyboard. So after that, select code items will appear. So from that, click on the code you want to put the dialog or the text in. After that, click code selections to multiple items. So that's the second method. So the third method for coding text is click on the code icon on the top of the bar here, the one that I circle, and then select code panel. Code panel tab will appear on your right of any view. So select your text from file that has been opened, drag it and drop it on the codes that you find suitable. So you cannot pass your code or text twice. If you do it, the code or indicator will only appear once. So here I just want to show you guys, if you want to delete the indicator or uncode the code, so you need to highlight it and then right click on your mouse. After that, click on code. The tab will appear. Select project item, so you choose the code you want to encode. From here, you also actually can encode directly from the coding file. Select the text you want to encode. Just press right click on your mouse. After that, select and click encode from this code on the menu. So the next part is 2.2a, which is using memo. First step is, so from the 8 file, which is we have been drag and drop earlier, we need to choose a transcript folder. We need to go there and then we just right click. So a tab of menu will pop up. So we need to select memo link and then just click a new memo. Basically name the new memo. Depends on what you want to name it. So I name it as RP notes or participants notes and click OK. After that, a blank tab will appear. As you can see up here, the name is RP Notes. Make sure to check it, and you can actually add anything that you want. For example, RPA spend her free time on social media whole day if class got cancelled. So after that, just click X. After you can see here, there is a link symbol in the same line of RPA files. So memo will keep saved in the NVivo. If you open a memo folder and choose RPA, notes, just click edit here. And you can type anything related. You may also paste button Control plus Shift plus T on your keyboard. So a time and that you added the memo will automatically type. So the next part is 2.2b, which is memo. So what we need to do is just open code file, open RP, open one of the files. So here I choose RPA's file. So we need to create memo as we need them. So just click on the memo. Just click on the memo at the top under home, name it. So I name it as notes on interview, and after that click OK. As you can see, blank notes will appear. And then again, check the name here. You may type the date you do the memo, or you can press Control plus Shift plus T. That and time will appear. So you also can anything. You can add something into that note or memo. So here you can see I just add something, and then after you add done of adding some. So after you're done of adding something, you just can click X. So memos already stored in the memos folder. So go to the memos. You can find memos at the left side of NVivo here, on the left side of NVivo here. So click it and you see the memos we do it earlier. So you just click the notes of notes on interview, so you can update them anytime to create on ongoing log of your own thoughts. So same as part 2.2a, just click edit if you want to add up something. Memo can be independent document within our project. So or basically you can create them link to specific items such as data, files, or code. So what we need to do, go to the code, select codes. Yeah. So what we need to do, go to the codes and then select codes that you want to link a memo. And then next, we will click on the mouse or keypad, click memo link and choose the link to new memo. Next, same as earlier, name it or type what you want to add on, and after that just click add, go to codes to go to the codes, and then you can see the memo symbol there. You can always open the items with the second click menu. So we need to start by opening a file to code. Turn on coding stripe. So there are a coding stripe at the top of the tab. Here, the one that I make around. We need to select all. After that, a code stripe tab will appear on the right side of NVivo. So next, highlighting. As you can see at the top of tab, there is a highlight. Click the coding for all codes or case. So after that, we will see the benefit of this, the one that we click. So now what we need to do is open the code folder. We can create codes before we start coding. At the top, click create and click code. After that, click new code. Name the new code. After that, just click done. So from previous file, we may select text that we want, and then right click, select the code selection, and click add a new code. So a code properties will appear. After that, name it and click done. From the codes folder, you can see a code we created earlier, and the text we select has been in that code. So the text you have code is highlighted and marked by the coding stripes. Select more text to code to the codes already created. So I prefer to organize the code first, and then after that it will be more easier to drag and drop since I already prepare manual codes. So the last part of NVivo part 2 is using coding stripe. So the first step is we need to choose transcript file, and then access coding stripe by click coding stripe icon at the top of the file here. A multiple of coding stripe option will display a selected item. So the select project items tab will appear here, and then select codes and themes. So just click OK. So coding stripe tab will pop up. Coding stripe tab will pop up on the right side of the NVivo. So coding stripe will display on the same line of the text we selected before here, as you can see. So if you click it on the stripe, a highlight will appear on the text we selected before. So that's the benefit of highlighting. So that's the end of part 2. See you again next time.
In this video, I will demonstrate automatic coding to identify theme. So this feature uses the algorithm to generate a code hierarchy based on recurring phrases in the data. It works with any types of file that contain text. To demonstrate, I've collected all the interviews and then right-click and highlighted the area and selected the autocode option from the menu. Choose the option to identify the theme and click next. You may be prompted to download a language the first time you use this feature, and then just click next. Okay, just have to click next and click finish. So NVivo is now creating the new auto-coded themes. NVivo displays the result as the matrix and a coding hierarchy. Now, I will demonstrate how to conduct a cluster analysis or themes. Cluster analysis can be conducted on files or codes. It is an exploited technique to find patterns in word similarity, coding similarity, or attribute similarity that may not otherwise be identified. For this example, I want to explore coding clusters across themes in this study. To do so, in the Explore tab on the ribbon, click on Diagram and choose Cluster Analysis. Select the second option, Codes, and click Next. First, I need to tell NVivo which code to use, and select Next to the code and click the box next to Major Top Level Themes codes. Click OK. Then I choose which type of cluster to display. Click the drop-down box next to Clustered By and select Coding Similarity. Click Finish. NVivo has created the cluster analysis, which opens a horizontal tendergram. Click on the zoom slider at the bottom right at the diagram to get a closer view. The closer the themes are clustered, the more commonly participants will coded are discussing those themes. For instance, participants who talk about important life are also talk about religiosity activity. You can change how your cluster analysis is visualized from the cluster analysis in the ribbon. You can also generate a cluster analysis of words from a word frequency query.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Dina Batrisha binti Madin with matrix number BP21110240. So today I will explain about 3.3, which is explore diagram, codes and file. So in this part, I will demonstrate how to create an explore diagram. So explore diagram shows connection among files, codes and cases which vary by the focus item. So I want to explore which files are coded to the policy management code in the sample project. So first of all, you need to click on the code, then explore tab, then click on the diagrams and choose explore diagrams. So the policy management code is in the center and I can see which data is connected to it. I had some option in the explore diagram tab in the ribbon to filter what I could see. My diagram automatically includes cases coding and files code. If you just the file on check cases coding, explore dynamic diagrams, and you can change the item by selecting an item and clicking change focus. To go back to the previous explorer for the diagram, simply click back. Next steps is 3.4a, which is mind maps. Before I start explaining about these steps, I would like to inform you that I faced some problems while making them. The original plan is when you click on the visualization area on the navigation and click maps, it will automatically show us works that we have already done. But in my situation, there are no works or whatsoever, making my visualization maps empty, even though I already followed the step from 1.1, which is download and install NVivo, to 3.3, which is explore diagram, codes and files. Because of those problems, I can't show you our works, but I will try to explain in a simple way using the example video given by our lecturer. Mind maps can be used to brainstorm idea or begin a code hierarchy. First step, you need to click on maps which are located in the visualization area that were on navigation. Then double click to open mind maps coding entitled Early Thought on Coding. Click the edit option to make changes to the mind maps. Then click to the economy shapes. Then we can change sibling ideas on the same level, a child idea one level down, or floating idea that is not connected to other ideas. You can change the layout of your mind maps by clicking the design on top of the ribbon, or you can click and drag to move the shapes. It is also possible to format shapes. Click on the community shapes to change its color, change its line, resize and format the text. Finally, you can change the maps as coded hierarchy by clicking create as code or cases. To create a new mind maps, click on the Explore tabs on the ribbon and choose Maps, and then Mind Maps. So that's all for 3.4a, and I'm sorry for the inconvenience. So 3.4b, which is project map. Now I will demonstrate how to create a project map which virtually represent connection among items in my project. So to create a new project map, to visualize coding, in the Explore tab at the ribbon, click on Maps, then select Project Map. Name this new map flowchart of course or whatever you want. Now I need to add some project items. So from the coding area, in the navigation view, drag the addition factor into the map. Next, to reorganize these codes or click among the design you want, just tap in the ribbon. I can add all the items as well. To view items connected from addition factors, click on that code in the map and select Show Associated Items from the ribbon. So if I drop down to Files, for example, and then Transcript Research Participant, then I can see all the transcript research participants that were coded in the addiction factor. Then click and drag to add the transcript research participant to the map.